So here's what you need to know. This location, first of all, it's about a mile from where we are right now, so it's not far. It sits on an incredible corner in Decatur. It's on the corner of Claremont Road and North Druid Hills, right here. And you may know this location if you've grown up in the area. This is the old Claremont Hills Baptist Church right there. And now if you were to drive by today, you would see the sign say Bridgepoint Church. So it's the same location. That's where we're headed. Basically, what happened is about probably 13, 14 weeks ago, they reached out to us, and their story is long. They've had a great presence in our community, but sadly, over the last couple of years, they've really experienced some difficult times. And this space has kind of fallen down, and it's been underutilized. And they got to the place where they just didn't think that they could make it. And so they reached out to us, and they said, "Hey, listen, we're on the brink of having to sell. And if we sell, we've got a couple of quotes from some developers, and if we sell to developers, it looks like there's going to be a CVS or a Walgreens or something like that on the corner." And both of us just agreed that that wasn't what our city needed. No offense to CVS or Walgreens. We just felt like there was kind of a lot of those already. And so we kind of worked with them, and we came through a ton of negotiations. We went back and forth with the contract, making sure that we could come up with something that would work for both of us. But basically, about 6 weeks ago, we signed a lease to lease 50,000 square feet of space from them for the next 3 to 5 years, which would give us a non-portable home and would give us 24/7 location on a great corner for the next 3 to 5 years. And there's a lot of things about this project that I get really excited about. First of all, we're going to be able to basically double our capacity, not only in here. I mean, you can see right now this room. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, you can see this morning almost every chair is full. We have it set up for about 400 people this morning. The auditorium we're going to move into will allow us to go up to about 700 seats per hour. But even more than just in this room, we're going to be able to really increase our capacity in our kids' environments, especially this first hour. If you're in Wambaland, you may have been turned away. You may be holding your child today. And that's just frankly because we're out of space in Wambaland, and we're going to be able to solve that problem. We're going to be able to meet every Sunday, y'all, which means no more magnets. No more magnets, no more crazy schedules on your fridge. Did I mention we're not going to be portable anymore, which is going to be awesome. You may not know this, but there's a group of people that shows up every Saturday at about midnight. And they work literally around the clock. They get it all set up just in time for us to show up and use it. And then all of us get to go home, and then they stay here all afternoon. They take it all back down, they pack it all back up, and they put it in a truck, and they don't usually get home until about 5 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. And we're gonna be able to repurpose not only all the dollars that go into running those systems, but all the manpower and the energy and the time and the effort. We're gonna be able to just redirect that right back into Decatur City Church, but more specifically, right back into our community and helping make our community better. Now, for that to happen, and for all of the stuff I've talked about to happen in the short time frame that I've told you about, you can imagine there's a lot of work that has to happen, right? I mean, that's not gonna happen overnight. We're not just gonna transform that space. In fact, we've already started work so that we can try to hit the deadlines that we've set for ourselves. But not only is it gonna take a lot of time and a lot of work, it's gonna take a significant investment of money. But not as much money as it could take. We've made a lot of strategic decisions. We're trying to be really good stewards. We're reminding ourselves all the time that this is a 3 to 5 year step for us. And so we're not doing everything that could be done in this location. Instead, we're approaching the project with this mindset. We're doing what needs to be done so that it's an incredible space for you to attend, and so that it's a space that you feel comfortable inviting your friends to attend, and it's a space that you love being in and being a part of. But even that is going to take a significant investment. In fact, we plan to put about $2 million worth of upgrades and renovation into this space. Now, here's the really good news. We're part of an incredible organization, an organization that wants this to happen. If you're new here, what you need to know is we're part of a network of churches that meet all over Atlanta, and those churches are filled with incredibly generous people just like this one is, and they've come alongside of us, and they've said, hey, no matter what, we want to make sure this project happens, so you guys go ahead and get started and let the work begin so that we can hit those deadlines. But I don't think that that's the best way for this project to happen. I don't think that we should just completely lean on our organization to make this happen. In fact, I think the best way for this to happen is for us to own as much of the financial responsibility locally as we can. Honestly, I think we're just better when we take those steps. I think it's better for our community, and I think it's better for our local church when we are just as invested as we possibly can. Now, here's the even better news that I hadn't told you yet. Not only do we have a generous organization that wants to stand with us to make this project happen, about a week ago, I met with just a small group of incredible people from here at Decatur City Church. I told them about this project, and I asked them to go first, and I asked them to make a pledge towards this project, towards making this project happen. And they've already pledged to give over half of the $2 million. So we're already halfway there, y'all. It's unreal. Yeah. So I don't know how much more of that we can own on our own, but I want us to own as much of that on our own as we possibly can. So this morning, we're launching our first ever building campaign. Maybe you should call it a renovation campaign because we're not actually building anything. But we're launching what we're calling the Better Because campaign with the goal to raise and own as much of this project on our own as we possibly can. And I want every single one of you who calls Decatur City Church your home, I want you to participate in this campaign, and I want you to participate in this opportunity. Not because of just the financial investment. Listen, if you're sitting here and you're thinking, I don't have a lot to give to this. Like, it's just not a good season for me. I don't know that I can make a pledge or a donation right now. Listen, it's not about how much you can pledge. It's about every single person having the opportunity to be the part of a better story for our community. And I don't want you to miss out on that.